This is day 21 of 30-day articulation practice challenge, and for today, I will be sharing a memory from my childhood. To be more precise, a memory of summer from my childhood. I grew up in Tashkent, Uzbekistan, which is a country in a Central Asia, and we grew up in a capital city. We grew up in an apartment complex, and there was, and I believe there is still a river that ran down next to our apartment. And it was perhaps 8 to 9 feet in width and 6 to 7 feet in depth. And we would spend all our summer by that river. I remember it was amazing times. Starting from the end of May, we would be done with our school, elementary school, middle school, by May 25th. And we wouldn't have to get back to school up until the 2nd September. And we would have that 3 whole months just for holidays. And we didn't have to go to any camp. We didn't even want to go to any camp. And our camp was right next to our house, right next to our apartment. So basically what we would do is wake up in the morning, perhaps 8:30, 9:30, have a quick breakfast, and just head to the river. Where initially we would just stand, chatting, talking, not getting in the water for the first maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes, up into an hour. Because the water would be little too cold, especially for me. So I didn't rush to get in the water in the first minutes. But there were some other guys from neighborhood who would just come in, just take their clothes off and just dive into the water. Yeah, those were amazing times. So yeah, we would just stand there for maybe like 30 minutes to an hour and then get in the water. After a after a little bit of time, perhaps around 11 or noon, the the amount of people who are visiting that river would double or sometimes even triple, because we would have guys from our own neighborhood and we would have other guys from different neighborhoods come and join us for a swim. And we'll be playing different games such as tag or steal some fruits from the other side of the river, where they will be growing some vegetables and fruits like apples, tomatoes, cucumbers. And on our side there was peaches, pears, and apples. And when we would get a little hungry, instead of going home for lunch, more often than not, we would just take those fruits and just eat them for lunch. And we would just continue swimming and playing up until the sunset. Imagine, like from 9, 10 in the morning till perhaps 8:39 at night. So that would be our time well spent, quality time with our friends, with neighbors, with comrades, swimming, playing, enjoying our time, having such a quality time. Yeah, the water was a little too cold at times, but it didn't stop us from going in and swimming and just having a blast time. And as I said, we didn't need any camps. But our parents were, I guess, encouraging us to go to a camp, to different camps. And in my lifetime, I want to say I have been to camps 9 to 10 different times. And half of the time it was to a specifically one camp, because my father's friend's father was a supervisor at that camp, so he could get us a discount, perhaps for 50%, for perhaps for 75%, and we would just stay there with the kids of our father's friends, with our father friends' kids. So we would just have a great time there. But regardless of the memory of the camp, the memories at the river were the best ones. Swimming, enjoying, and we would even get sick sometimes, and we would hold ourselves not to get in the water because we knew that it would exacerbate the situation. We would, it was hard, but we abstained from getting in the water when we caught flu or when we were cold. So, but as soon as we were cured, we would just dive in and swim and have just a blast and enjoy the water. Swim, swim, swim. And it was a great physical activity as well. And when we swam a little too much, when we wanted to have a little break, we'd just go up to sun, I mean, like go outside and lay on the ground, and the sun would be burning so hot, but we would have a freaking amazing time. So yeah, this is my memory from my childhood memory from my summer times that I have enjoyed to the utmost maximum level that I got, that I would love to repeat sometime. Not by just by that river, but hopefully in the future my plan is to buy a house, have a house by a water, whether it's lake or river or ocean.